Purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health.
News brought to you this hour by Lee's Old Country Store Antiques and Collectibles on Highway 22 in Flora. The Childress sisters have treasures new and vintage.
Why teachers may not be getting a raise. 82 and partly sunny today. Tonight, you can expect 64 and partly cloudy, a 40% chance for rain Friday with a high at 83. Weekend weather could get a bit rough, with storms likely both Saturday and Sunday. Areas just to the north of the metro could get 2 or 3 inches of rain. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. Public school teachers in Mississippi had stood to get raises as much as $5,000 this year, with several bills proposed that would have given raises. But now all of those are dead, none of them making it past the Tuesday deadline to come out of committee. Some bills passed one chamber, but not the other. Marshawn Chrysler is still guilty of bribery, says the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. That court has upheld the former interim Hinds County Sheriff's 2024 conviction. Chrysler had claimed in his try to get the conviction overturned that the FBI was guilty of entrapment. The court said no dice. Jackson police know that 2 people riding bicycles were hit. What they don't know is what hit them and who. One of the people on the bikes, a woman, not yet publicly identified, died, and a man was taken to the hospital. The driver took off. Police believe it may have been a Ford F-150 that happened on Chastain Drive. The lighting along Jackson's interstates is going to be both fixed and overhauled, says MDOT. Communications Director Michael Flood says that includes I-55, I-20, and 220, where large stretches are in the dark right now, some of that because of copper thieves. It'll be at least a year before the actual work starts. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. Chip away, that's what I'm gonna do. Sweet little mama, I want my cat next to you.
And good Thursday morning. Thursday.
Almost the weekend.
It's almost the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. You ain't got anything else to say? You're just going to let me sing?
Sunshine.
I mean, you're just a broken record. Good morning, everybody.
Not.
Good morning, Will Brown.
Can't you come to work a little happier?
I am happy, but I am mad as hell.
Why are we mad this morning?
I am mad as hell because I've been I know you walk in my office and you go at the restaurant at the beautiful Beethoven's on the Gulf of Beethoven's there. Mm-hmm. And you say, he's just sleeping.
Yeah, that's all you do.
No,
sleep.
I can close my eyes and see backwards and forwards in the world and in history.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there in all of my glory in my office, feet propped up, leaned back in the chair, eyes fixed toward the TV but shut.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's your normal stance.
Gun smoke on.
Probably.
And all of a sudden it hit me.
What?
Why Lynn Fitch doesn't do anything.
Why?
Lynn Fitch used to be the state treasurer, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what does the state treasurer do? They write checks, right?
Correct.
Okay, they
Mhm.
write checks to where the money goes.
Mhm.
During her time that she was the state treasurer, she would have been the one writing the checks to fund all of these nonprofits that are out there that are part of the MDHS
Oh.
for things that are going on. That's why you don't hear her messing in anybody crime, going after anybody or anything. She should be prosecuting people, but the person she should be prosecuting is herself, because she supplied the money. Because I keep going, what keeps going through my mind in these testimonies, I hear all these appointed crooks.
Mhm.
That's what they are, and appointed friends of the government. And then we need to go back and look at Delbert was in office
Mhm.
all this time. Everybody knew where they were putting the money because they had to authorize it, and then the treasurer wrote the checks.
Mm.
Okay,
You onto something.
so
Chip.
if you start looking through it, we got to clean it. We have got to drain the swamp. We have got to drain the swamp in Mississippi, because if you start looking at it, see, you always hear people bitching about all the lobbyists and all the ex-governors become lobbyists and this, that, and the other. Let's look at who was in charge. Okay. Delbert has been in charge for quite some time.
Mhm.
Okay. Because he's the guy that runs the Senate, is in charge
Right.
of appropriation, of Senate stuff. And then the fact that they don't want to fund, everything that you had everybody bribing teachers to get them on their side for this school choice thing, right?
Mhm.
$5,000. That's going away. You're not getting that raise. You're not getting a raise. We told you weren't going to get that raise. We on this program told you it's a lie. It's a cover up. So for the $2,000 raise, that went away too. That's for the current, because they're trying to bribe you to be part of the conspiracy, which is our Mississippi state legislature government run by our Rhino Party Republicans. I am a Republican, y'all. And you are a Republican. Many of you listening are Republicans. But my question to you is, what the hell? We had people that were supposed to be taking care of kids, and all they were doing was writing $500,000 checks to people and flying around the country spending money. And what did they spend the money on? Well, we don't have anything in place to keep up with that. But the treasurer at the time would have been Lynn Fitch. She was writing the checks. She wrote the checks to those groups. And and if she wasn't responsible for writing those checks, who was telling her to write the checks? That'd be Delbert and the legislature. I may be crazy. I may be stupid. I may be dumb. I may be even possibly ignorant from hanging out with
But
Dawn all
doesn't
the
that
time.
go all the way back to the governor? I mean, the governor has to know about that.
Everybody had to know.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had to know. When they learned how to steal from the unsuspecting people, they stole. It's just like, that Benny's sitting over there with all these checks for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. He's giving away about $3 or $4 million in this election cycle in the last few weeks with those big giant checks that are as big as him. And he goes and gives them to you, and then you go to the bank and they won't cash.
No way.
Let's say we're going to give you this money to build this. But I mean, when you start looking at this, they keep putting the people that go on trial are responsible for it. No, they're not responsible. In some cases, if it was isolated, it would be stolen.
Mm-hmm.
But when Nancy News testifying that she was told to give him more money, Ted DiBiase Jr. some more money, who's telling her? Who's telling the one from up in North Mississippi when they were going to cut her funds off? Who would have written the check to her? So above her would have been Lynn Fitch, because she's the one that writes the check to them. Well, who was above Lynn Fitch at the time? Phil Bryant.
Mm-hmm. He was governor at that time.
He was governor. Kate, you were lieutenant governor. But as we go back and look at all this stuff, we're looking at a pile of corruption that is just deeper. I mean, it's worse than Washington, D.C. because it's your friends and the people you vote for are doing it to you. It's one thing in Washington, you got crazy Democrats and liberals and this. These are Republicans that are supposed to be the leaders of our community. Your next door neighbor. Philip Gunn was in office during this time. All these people were in office. They should know where the money was going. It's just one of those things I'm looking at. All the people that want to run for office right now that are in office, that are trying to move up. The only one that's been trying to speak out is Shad White. And then they constantly have tried to wrangle him in, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And then you get to where you're stepping on toes and they tighten up a little bit more. And look, I think it goes all as high as up into some of these people in these judicial positions. I mean, just recently we elected somebody to be where the GOP party backed the person in a nonpartisan race. And then that person was head of the Appropriations Committee for the Senate, or rather was a chairman for years. Y'all, how deep does the corruption go in this state? You know, this isn't breaking news here, but it is because somebody is finally saying something about it and saying, let's put all this together. Why in the world would we ever think that we can do anything? Now, my next question to you is this. Let's get off of the state for just a moment. You had yesterday, in the last few weeks, there's been a rash of people getting run over in Jackson. You had a person on a bike getting run over and killed. You had a person on in a wheelchair that got hit, knocked out of the wheelchair and hit again.
Right.
Do you know what they were charged with?
No insurance.
No insurance. Legislature, if you want to just start fresh today with me, go tell the state that they must do something about people driving around without insurance. They are breaking the law. And at the point that something happens, they should have been charged with no insurance. You shouldn't be allowed to have a driver's license without no insurance. They should have taken their car from them immediately for no insurance. They are breaking the law, and they're the reason these people that ride around with no insurance are the reason that the rest of us, including some of you legislators, have such large insurance bills with the insurance company. We still have to pay the loss. We have to pay the taxes on the loss, and then our insurance rates go up. What the hell are y'all doing? What the hell? I mean, do something to help us. Don't just sit down there and be a stump on a log. So now you ask me why I'm not smiling today, why I'm not happy.
Goodness gracious.
And you say that I'm asleep in the office.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. Why is Rita Jensen the type of real estate professional you are looking for?
As a mortgage professional, I look for making transactions easier. And Rita Jensen with Rematch Action is a prime example of that. Her attention to detail, her strong communication skills really help us as a mortgage company make everything smooth. From start contract to close, she helps me.
RitaJensen.net.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 6 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, Mazda 3s with approved credit and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Your pool will be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, along with the lovely and talented Dawn. I was going to say Kennedy, but anyway. Dawn.
That's the other Dawn.
I don't know if you know that,
She's
Dawn.
married to Will. No, Dawn Kennedy Lampkin. She's
Okay.
married to Will Lampkin.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm Dawn McKenzie.
Dawn McKenzie.
If you forget.
Married to no one.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Now look, this is a website I found this morning on Facebook. It's called Mississippi 2026, and I'm just looking at it. And I don't know who has this or if they speak the truth yet, but I was just glancing through it because it makes some sense. And there's a post on there today. It says, based on 2023-24 data, Mississippi Senator Roger Wicker received $406,089 from pro-Israel groups. While many politicians receive funding and support, the term controlled is subjective. State lawmakers have also formed a Mississippi Israel Legislative Caucus to strengthen economic and political ties, with Jeremy England serving as the co-chairman. Why do we sell? I mean, basically, you're selling political influence. That's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're setting up a fund where people can donate to the fund. You'll take money out of the fund, and we'll do some things. Why can't we just do the right thing? There was another one I wanted to read that I saw on here. President Trump on the Confederate flag. When people proudly have their Confederate flags, they're not talking about racism. They love their flag. It represents the South. I say it's freedom of many things, but it's freedom of speech. Holy cow. Holy cow. A person that understands it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What else we got here? No, I'm not going to read that one. That's not the one I'm looking for. What it was one that just said the average Mississippian believes that their politicians are looking out for them and that they believe that all their politicians are conservatives. And I don't,
that's terrible. They need to take their rose-colored glasses off.
Well, I mean, that's what's going on. And in Mississippi, it'd actually probably be muscadine wine glasses.
Yeah.
That's what we produce. Average voter, here it is. Average voter in Mississippi, I am all for term limits. Okay. All Mississippi voters are probably for term limits. They hate career politicians who take money from lobbyists. They hate politicians who claim to be Republican, conservative, but they vote Democrat. They hate to see these politicians who do nothing for us and only do it for themselves. We need better candidates. We must vote these crooked politicians out. How about that?
But not all of them go out.
They're
and
saying
vote.
that the average Mississippian believes all these things.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you're friends with a lot of these people. I'm friends with a lot of legislative people. And they don't want to, they're not even worried about it. Let's see what else we got here.
Where's the younger generation?
Now, listen to this. Okay, this is a post. Let's see. I don't see who posted this. Oh, this is on the Courtney Rainey Real page. Now, Courtney Rainey was somebody that was in Canton who was went to jail for voter intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
It says, y'all power tripping and running a blank show. A little power has cooperated you to think you can treat people any kind of way. There is no statutory duty that says a CPSD board member, that would be a Canton Public School board member, which she once was, appointment create a supervisory relationship. This definitely I need to be reported to the AG's office and request a second opinion. Ward 1, Rodriguez Brown, no vote. Shannon Whitehead, no vote, related to Ms. Davis. Les Penn made the motion, voted yay. The man don't give two blanks about our kids. Cynthia Allen in Ward 4 was a no vote. Janice Diamond was a yay vote and she's employed at Canton Public Schools, which is a violation for her to vote on it. Conflict of interest, cannot vote on matters that provide direct financial benefit to themselves. Under statute 25-4105, a public official may not use their position to obtain a financial benefit for themselves. And Monica Guilty, abstain, goes with the majority. So whatever. And should have voted no because that's your brother-in-law or brother-in-law. And Lafayette Wells voted yay. And this is to put a person on the school board to fill out a term. And then there's stuff going on with the Canton School Board that is just insane.
But once again, it's not about the
qualifications.
No, it's not about the betterment of the child. It's the betterment of an individual or a family.
A family member.
That's correct.
And everybody in Canton is a family member.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the county and the city. I mean, if you want a job, if you're elected here, I mean, like for instance, Martina Griffin, elected as and as Paul Griffin's daughter, that's the supervisor, elected as a justice court judge, then hired by Canton to be a judge in the Canton court system. And then, of course, Paul Griffin, who is a supervisor, his other job is working for Canton Public Schools.
Mm-hmm.
What web?
Like there's not enough people to work or something.
And I mean, we have aldermen that are school teachers in Canton, and that nothing wrong with that. But you got a lot of people that benefit from the benefit. At least when Rodriguez Brown, who works at the school, when a school matter comes up, he didn't vote.
Right.
But it doesn't mean he doesn't benefit because he abstains. When the school, and then you got a school board member, a school superintendent who can't vote because she's involved with schools. But when she doesn't vote, she is in the affirmative. She has to vote no, yes or no, but can't vote. But when she does sit in the room to vote and abstains, then it goes as a positive vote with the majority.
That's some messed up stuff
Y'all,
right there.
This entire world is corrupt. We got a new police chief in Jackson. Is that police chief going to start enforcing insurance? How about all of you law enforcement officials out there? I don't care what your boss says. When you see somebody with no tag, pull them over. Period.
I went through a traffic stop yesterday.
Okay.
And the only thing they asked for was my driver's license.
See,
didn't even ask to look at the insurance.
The sad thing is we know that they have readers
Mm-hmm.
to know if you have insurance or not. The state legislature doesn't want to pass laws to fix this problem because they will get 1 million phone calls from people saying, "Can you fix my ticket? Can you fix my ticket? Can you fix my ticket? Can you fix my ticket?"
Yeah.
I'm paying for insurance on 5 cars.
Yeah.
Guess how many I can drive at one time?
I know you're Chip.
Yeah, I'm super Chip. And the guy's half crazy. If I were bipolar, I could drive too.
Sometimes I think you are.
But I'm schizophrenic, so I can drive all 5. And this morning I drove the Bentley to work instead of wake up the other guy that drives me around and have him drive me to work in the.
You gave him
Mercedes.
a morning off.
They gave him a morning off and drive me in the limousine to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I'll be all right. Once I get them all together, and get all my snakes in my head in one place. But I've started. What do you got to say about all this? You got a minute and a half.
If it's not good for everybody, then it should be good for nobody. If everybody can't have insurance and doesn't pay the price to have insurance, then nobody needs to have insurance. I mean, what's good for me is good for you, right?
No.
But why don't they give people tickets like you just said?
And for instance, let's put it this way. Part of when you bought your first car was your parents looked at you and said, "You better be able to buy some insurance on that sucker."
Yeah, because
you can't be a city employee and sit on that board. I just got that text. And that's the truth. I mean, they don't care in Canton. They took a barber and made them the person in charge of CMU to run the energy. That's why we don't have any energy, because you don't have anybody over there smart enough to know what's going on. And then the old crooks that are in office are probably sitting over there going, "We got to steal all this money. We don't need any smart people in here. Let's keep." Not that I'm saying a barber's not smart. But they did lower they did recently lower the standards of barbers to where they don't have to take the test anymore.
Did they really?
Yeah. I texted that to you this morning. They lowered the standards, just like in the schools. In order to hire more school teachers, they were looking at a bill to lower the standard for school teachers to apply. What the hell are y'all doing? We don't lower our standards in America for anything. And if y'all don't learn that President Trump is trying to lift us all up and teach us to be a respectable person on 2 feet that believes in God and the country and walk tall and carry a big stick. That's what he is. What the hell are y'all? A bunch of whiny politicians bending to everybody. Said, "Well, we got to be friends with so-and-so. We got to be friends with so-and-so. Oh, I might not get reelected. Oh, I might hurt my bottom line." We'll take a break. We'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKinney. I might hurt my bottom line. On WYAB. We'll take a break. We'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKinney.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrillo Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrillo is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrillo's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrillo and taste the traditions. El Patrillo, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
CBS News Brief. Missiles are flying over the Middle East. A U.S. warship launching an attack on Iran as day 6 of the conflict. The BBC's Lise Doucette.
We hear reports that they have struck missile platforms in Isfahan and also in Qom, that they're also going after mobile missile platforms.
Republicans in the Senate have voted against a War Powers Act resolution. Louisiana's John Kennedy.
Our founders designated the president to be commander-in-chief. I think they left it intentionally vague.
Coffee lovers like this guy in Boston are unfazed after Health Secretary Kennedy called out Starbucks and Dunkin' for drinks loaded with sugar and caffeine.
I get a small hot with 2 creams and 2 brown sugar.
Do you know how much sugar is in it, or do you not?
Too much sugar. I don't really care. I mean, I have the metabolism I have at the moment. I'm cherishing it while I can.
CS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This ad is for all the guys who work hard and they expect their truck to do the same. At RPT Commercial, we have the accessories to help you on the job site. From names like Bedrock Flatbeds, WeatherGuard Toolboxes, Nap-High Service Bodies, ARE Camper Tops, Deck Storage Solutions, and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in to experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Lime Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Grizz Nation, get to FedEx Forum for a primetime showdown when your Memphis Grizzlies host the LA Clippers on Saturday, March 7th. Grab your crew and get downtown for the 7 p.m. tip-off as we celebrate Women's Empowerment Night presented by Nike. Get your tickets today at grizzlies.com/tickets or at the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, this is the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB, reminding you that it is an election cycle going on right now, absentee voting going on right now as we speak, and you can go vote today, absentee.
Yeah.
And not that your vote's going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they want us to always say that. They want us to help promote, vote, and your vote's not going to matter because if these same clowns keep getting into office and they're going to say, well, you didn't vote me out. Go vote somebody out. Go vote somebody out of office today. Today.
It only gets better when we start doing that, for
You know,
sure.
it's always good to have a fresh start. You're never going to have a fresh start with an old pair of underwear. And that's exactly what we got. There's a bunch of old pairs of underwear down there. Probably got yellow stripes in them. But anyway. Okay. I digress. This show of importance is brought to you by
Pierce Professional Agency. I got a question. Did you know that long-term care policies have improved?
Yes.
Did you know that now you can choose a hybrid policy that combines life insurance with long-term care benefits? That
Yes.
means
Right.
that a death benefit is paid if long-term care is never needed.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to look up Cressley Pierce at madisonplans.com and click on the schedule a meeting. The conversation is easy, and his team has helped hundreds of clients.
Okay, y'all. Go see
So
Cressley.
get you some.
What's that address?
madisonplans.com.
There you go. Okay. And if you would like to sponsor the show, it's Clay says his show's in Centenary and this, that, and the other, but I don't know what you'd call us. We're damn on fire and charbroiled up here. I mean, we're not afraid. He tackles those other issues. We're tackling calling a spade.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're calling a crook a crook.
I think he broke our air conditioner, though.
Yes, he did. Clay broke the air conditioner in the building because, when it gets as low as it can go, it can't go lower. Clay's going, I can make it go lower. I can make it go lower.
Yeah.
And y'all, and also reminding everybody that we are hiring out at Beethoven's Boardwalk. We have the Acme Pizza. I've been explaining to it. They come in, they go, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah. I have
Acme
to come and
Pizza,
see it.
the Fork and Flame.
Mhm.
And then somebody yesterday that was applying for a job came in and said, y'all need about 10 or 15 bartenders per shift. I said, yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And people are going, what do you mean you need 10 bartenders? I go, this place is going to be, we're going to, the weekends with the sun, you're going to do 2,000 or 3,000 people a day at one
Right.
time sometimes.
Mhm.
And so you got to have bartenders. But this poor child, y'all, I'm glad to see she was trying to get a job. But while she was there filling out the application and I had walked out on the deck, my staff comes in and tells me, the police just came in and arrested her right there. I went, excuse me? They said somebody came in, put handcuffs, and took her out. Okay, so we're doing our job when you apply for a job and this person was an American. Okay,
Mhm.
This wasn't an ICE person, but I'm sure the ICE people are watching too. But a person applying for a job, I'm glad to see that everybody's doing their job.
Yes.
And they arrested her and took her off.
Mhm.
Somebody come get her van. It's still in the parking lot.
Because it's a piece of junk.
But
It
anyway.
looks bad sitting
Look,
out there.
I think it's good that she was going out to work. And I see Michael Guest has become a rhino. Yes, he's always been a rhino. Yeah. Michael Guest, who was a district attorney before Bubba Bramlett, who was helping some people out doing some things with wiretapping and stuff like that, our grand juries for stuff like that, allegedly, and stuff that was going on during his administration there. Now, he went on up to the next level, became the congressman,
Mhm.
and he's on the ethics board, where yesterday they voted to not release files of people who had been sexual misconduct in the Senate. I mean,
No
the
way.
House, for politicians.
No way.
He's on the board that does all that, to where they keep it quiet if it's quiet.
Yeah.
All that information should be released. One, you shouldn't need that board. You shouldn't need that board at all. It should just be, hire TMZ to keep up with it and quit spending my time working on that. Let's work on some other stuff. Y'all too busy trying to figure everything out, but what you need to figure out. I mean, and every time Benny's on a committee, J6, there was Michael Guest right next to him on the J6 committee. And, to me, if I were on the committee with Benny Thompson on any committee, and he was running his mouth in a negative way toward Republicans, I think that I would look at him and say, look, Mr. Buffalo Butt, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to do this to people. You're not going to come forward. Of course, no J6er. There's still some sitting in jail who never went to trial or anything, and nobody was ever charged with insurrection or treason or anything. I mean, I would think an attack on the government is treason. But I also think an attack on my pocketbook is treason. And when these people steal all this money, this millions and millions and millions of dollars, do they pay taxes on it?
Well, no.
No, we'll make them tax exempt. Look, and then they were talking about the campaign finance reform and the lobbyist reform money. The lobbyists have spent money in this legislative session. We will not know the number and amounts until after the session.
Well,
we know it's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's coming in. You know, and you look at it, they kind of said, well, Sunday sales is not a good idea on alcohol. Duh. Ask the people that have a permit. Now, you still got to explain one thing to me, state legislature, because you got to know about it. And if you don't know about it, that means you're not keeping up with what's going on at ABC. And of course, the governor appoints the person at ABC. But my question to you is this. Sam's Wholesale has 2 permits. Okay. Costco has 2 permits in the state. The law is you only can own 1 permit. If you're an individual and you want to go in the liquor store business, you're only going to own one store.
One store.
And what that is big box influence to where they are putting up lobbyist money to change that so that they can take over the entire alcohol beverage control system. We're not talking about the enforcement side or the management side. We're talking about they want to take it over and distribution, redo the distribution to where the small person that runs a liquor store is put out of business.
Your mom and pops.
Mom and pop, just like what was going on with PBM. We're still talking about PBMs this year, and you should have settled that last year.
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. If you're putting people out of business, like in Canton, we don't have a big box store selling drugs other than Walmart. Walmart's out on the road, but they have no chance against Canton Discount Drug, Mississippi Discount Drug, and Mosby's Drugs.
Yeah, I saw where one of our friends, Glenn Street, needed a prescription. And Bill Mosby's drugstore, mom and pop, delivered that prescription to that man.
Yes,
you think your big box stores don't even know your name?
Well, they'll get them delivered to you, but they don't know your name. Mm-mm. They're not looking out for you. They're selling drugs.
Yeah,
they're selling drugs. And they're part of and a lot of the big box stores are owned by the insurance companies.
Yeah, and half the time they don't have enough people in there to even fill the drugs.
And
have the drugs?
And do you realize a lot of the insurance companies are owned by big tobacco?
Mm-hmm. It's just one big circle. It's a wagon wheel.
It's the payback. It's the payback for all the money that we stole from you to put here rather than there. Yeah, the world is corrupt. I mean, America works because somebody will sit back and say, we got to take care of it. And you have the good Americans that get through. You have the good people that get through, like Donald J. Trump, and people that own businesses in the state and in the nation who employ a lot of people. Like, for instance, we are trying to employ a lot of people at Beethoven's Boardwalk.
We are.
We just need y'all to come on and apply. We've had tons apply.
We need about, 50 more people now?
I think if we don't employ 100 people, we are not going to be able to keep up with the summer, because we will be opening this weekend for brunch, Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be open from 9 o'clock to midnight. And on the weekends, we're going to probably do 2,000, 3,000 people a day, because people love the water and the sun, and you're all sun worshipers. At least if you love God, you got to love the sun. You got to come out and be a sun worshiper. And you'll be there. I mean, it's right now. I mean, and the new bar that we built on the deck is just.
That thing is beautiful.
It's big. It's pretty. And I was talking with Kyle, one of our bartenders, and he's going, it's going to take 2 bartenders here a day and 2 bartenders there a day. I said, I know that because they're looking at when you come and sit down at the bar, like at the dock, you really didn't have a bar to sit at.
Right.
Okay. They were too busy being slinging.
Mm-hmm.
This bar is a bar that in 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to want to come and sit and just listen to the water, quiet music, and have a cocktail and good conversation.
That's right.
It is, and one person came out there and go, "What has happened? Why is somebody spending enough money to make something look like something nice if you went to like Orange Beach or something?" I said, "We have no budget." And we don't.
Nobody.
And we have no budget. But and the sky's the limit. But it's all paid for. So It doesn't matter. So y'all come on out and check it out. The new Beethoven's Boardwalk out on the reservoir. We can get a steak. You can get a pork chop. Pork chop's been going.
I had a pork chop last night. It was very tasty.
Yes, it is.
And it was so tender. It just pulled away from the bone.
You're going to have to start exercising.
I know. I know.
But anyway, y'all, the corruption's everywhere. All our political leaders are corrupt. I hate to say it. If they're an incumbent, they're probably corrupt. We got a few good ones. But
the young people need to step in
and look,
represent the younger generations.
And my question here is, if these guys that we haven't had in office for so long are in office, what skill do they have? None of them are like a John Kennedy from Louisiana, who speaks the truth in a Southern fashion and is very entertaining.
And he can tell it too.
and I would say that we have a lot of people in our legislature that are there, but it's hard to tell the stories when you're not telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
If you would just tell the truth, like we're able to do this show with no script, no nothing, just what irritates us from the day before. And we come in and do the show with no script because we're talking honestly from the heart. We're talking about things that you're talking about at a water cooler, that you don't have notes when you talk to your friends. But when they sit down to talk, they have notes and they try to stick to their notes because they know that there are lies all in that piece of paper. And that's the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back with more on the Chip Matthews Show with the Dawn McKenzie. Two people that are not lying on WYAB. We'll be back with more on the Chip Matthews Show with the Dawn McKenzie. Two people that are not lying.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
You can show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house is frozen, cause my air conditioner's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, he healed my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, he healed my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it is a Chip Matthews Show where American freedom is being supported. And we do support the President of the United States and all of his glory and his cabinet and everything they are doing.
Dropping them bombs.
Dropping bombs. And I mean, in Congress every day, he's got them up there on the Hill. I think Mississippi legislators that are up there saying, we are wasting this person's time getting here questioning what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're secretaries, and they're there to do the job. There's no reason to question them. Republicans are in charge. We should be in charge and say, there's not a problem. Now, of course, they got a little vote. And they didn't take any War Powers Act away from the commander-in-chief. We already know that. I mean, nobody said anything when Barack was
sending billions
of
dollars,
and bombing places. I mean, people, made preemptive strikes everywhere.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, there's a problem in the world. Now, the oil prices, now that everybody's getting it wrong with oil, the oil's going up. They're saying, oh, it's because of this. Yeah, they were going from the winter blend to the summer blend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we got all that oil from Venezuela that's supposed to be coming over here. Okay.
Yeah.
That we just secured.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at is American dominance in the oil field, because all of this is in what? The Western hemisphere of the world. You like that? Big world. Big world.
Yeah.
Only people we don't get along in the Western Hemisphere is who? Drug dealers in Canada? In Canada, want to act like they're tough, but I'm going to tell you what. They enjoy the protection of being next to the United States. That's sort of like, we really don't need a big military.
Yeah.
Because they got this.
That's right.
And that's what's going on over there. You have all these European, not European. Well, Europeans, they depend on us. But in the
whole world depends on us.
in the Arab nation, I guess you would say, in that era,
Mm-hmm.
they rely on us to help them with their freedom and keep them safe. And so we're doing our job. Are politicians doing their job in supporting these people? Or are y'all just looking for a pile of money? If we could send another $20 billion to Ukraine, our cut's $19 billion of that, and they'll get $1 billion. And what about these people in Clinton? You're not putting that. They're up there screaming about that AI center, and they haven't announced who's doing it. And the secrecy of all these things when they get to do them. It's just like
There
when
shouldn't be any secrecy.
Just like when Gene was building out Ridgeland under Operation Santa Claus. That just sounds innocent. Why have you got to be so hot? Well, we can't announce. Why can't you announce? Why can't the people know what's coming for them? Why can't we know what's going on in our government? Why can't y'all be transparent when you maybe y'all all need to look up the word transparent where you know what transparent means. Correct?
It's a good idea.
I mean, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, Derek, and the Cat Daddies. Hey, I'm calling you later today. See if I can get you booked out at the new Beethoven's Boardwalk.
Mm-hmm. We need to say good morning to Ricky Gray and my mom.
Say good morning to him.
Helen.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mike Mott playing
Thomas,
this weekend and Kip Hawkins.
Yep. Y'all come on out because we had a band cancellation due to a death in the family, but y'all come on out and check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big stage will be going, the outdoor bar will be running, and she's going to say goodbye now.
Goodbye.
See y'all tomorrow morning.